page. I don't know if you can tell by everything I have out here, but today we are doing a May the 4th coloring page. My spring allergies are still they're still really bad, so I apologize about all the coughing and hacking. But obviously it's not May the 4th today. It is only April 29th. May the 4th is on Sunday, so we're getting very close, but let me do a little poll here. I'll do fave Star Wars character. I feel like that should be black. Let me put that right there. Okay. And it's live. Okay. But yeah, I'm very excited to do this one. Ever since I was a wee lass, Anakin was my favorite. But yeah, I just realized that before I started this, I did not erase my pencil marks, so we're gonna do that right now. You can still kind of see right there, but let's just get into it. This makes a big difference, but also this eraser is not that clean. But we're just gonna try. I'm just very excited to do this one. I was able to see the re-release, the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith in theaters on the big screen, and it was so cool. I have not been that excited for a movie in I don't know how long. I think probably since I saw the third Trolls in theaters. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful with my Lego guys. My minifigures. Stay. Okay. But oh my gosh, it was just so cool to finally see this movie on the big screen. I've only ever seen it at home. But yeah, it was just so cool. I did not buy any of those popcorn buckets or cups or whatever, because they were literally like $17 only for the cup, and then you still gotta pay for your drink. And then same with the popcorn, and so I'm like, oh, okay. Like, they looked cool and everything, but honestly, I feel like in a few months, I'll find them at the thrift store. So, let's just hope for that. But, yeah, the movie was just phenomenal, of course. It's been my favorite Star Wars movie, I don't know, forever? But, yeah, it's just so cool to see it on the big screen. Beautiful Anakin. Okay. Let me brush all that off. Good morning! Hi, Athena. No, sadly it's not May the 4th yet. Almost. But, yeah, I'm excited. Okay, I have a picture pulled up of Darth Vader here. So, and Anakin. So, let's just do it. I think I'm gonna start. Let's just do the lightning. Let's get that out of the way. So that'll be a good divider. He does not possess lightning powers, but obviously this photo has it, so it can like divide him in half. But let's do, I don't know, let's swatch these colors and see. This is what it looked like before on the back. I don't know if I'm going to color it in on the background. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I just felt like this looked kind of Star Wars-esque. So we have Wild Blue Yonder, and then this is a gel effects. They don't have any names, unfortunately. Okay, I will definitely do that one. But yeah, as you can see in the back here, I have most of my little Star Wars figurines and everything. So yeah, I've been a Star Wars fan since I popped out of the womb. I'm very glad I grew up on this. Yes, Darth Vader. He is a baddie for real. But yeah, I grew up on Star Wars, specifically Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga for Wii. That is still one of my favorite video games. It is so fun, but oh my god. If you have ever played any Lego games, you know that multiplayer can be kind of a bust. So, yes, yes, Kylo Ren, wide Kylo Ren. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad to have you here. But oh my god, the wide Kylo Ren memes are just, they're too good. Okay, let me not accidentally color his suit here. But I am filming a May the 4th video. Well, I already filmed it, but I'm editing it right now. And I'm so excited to include all of my Star Wars memes. Do you remember that secret level where it was just a city that you had to destroy? Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh. They didn't call it Lego City. I don't know if, like, Lego City was a thing back then, but it was basically that. But yes, oh my god, I loved going in there and getting all of those purple coins and red bricks. Oh my gosh, what a fun game. I always love to play as, well, in the Complete Saga, it doesn't have anything from like Clone Wars or whatever, and of course not the most recent trilogy. So back then, my favorite characters to play with were, of course, Anakin, but also that is Kit Fisto. He has always been one of my favorite characters. I don't know, he's just so cool, and he's green, and I've always loved the aliens that have like the little, they're called tendrils, like the little head pieces, like Ahsoka here. As you can see, she is also one of my favorite characters, like my all-time favorite character, but she was only introduced in the Clone Wars, and then, not Bad Batch. What was the show with Chopper? Why am I forgetting that? Anyways, there was another 3D animated show. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. So obviously when he's Anakin, he has a blue lightsaber. When he's Darth Vader, he has red. So what if I did a little ombre? That's what I'm feeling. Okay, let's do it. I might have to swatch these to see what the best red will be. We have red. And then violet red. Oh, that's pink. Okay, no. We're just gonna do red. Wow, that's like straight up pink. Okay. You like to play as the pit droids? Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh, just wow. What a throwback. I love the fact that you have what looks like Baby Yoda up there. Yes, can I zoom in? If you can see him up there, that is Baby Yoda, Grogu, the child, whatever you want to call him. But he will be featured in my May the 4th video, so I'm very excited for that. I'm just gonna kind of go lightly here so they can blend together good. I really don't want purple, but if it goes to purple, then that's what happens. But I'm not making Mace Windu. Oh my god, if you did not know, here's a very fun fact about Mace Windu. Samuel L. Jackson, the actor who plays Mace Windu, he requested that he has a purple lightsaber. And canonically, only at that time, like when the second trilogy was coming out, he was the only one to have a purple lightsaber. And I just think that is so funny. I mean, like, hey, if you can request any kind of color, why not? Yeah, Ian, no. You can look at those Lego feet. Go ahead. But you can take your grossness elsewhere. I feel like you're a Sith Lord, Ian. And not the cool kind. Okay, let's get into Darth Vader. So, let me grab, obviously, black. Let's do gray. And then his buttons aren't really showing on that part, so I guess we're not gonna mess with that, but that's okay. Okay. Basically it's just gonna be a lot of black and gray. So let's do the highlights first. What color lightsaber would you get if you got to pick? Oh my god. I would do like a bright pink, like Barbie pink magenta. I think that would be so cool. And to my knowledge, I don't think any Force wielder has a pink lightsaber. However, I should have pulled the game out before this, but I have a Wii game called Star Wars The Force Unleashed. It's actually quite popular. I did not know that, but it is such a fun game. But in that game, you can also decide what color your lightsaber is. And fun fact if you didn't know, the color of the lightsaber is determined by the kyber crystal. So, just a little fact for you there. But yeah, let's just do gray for the highlights. What is bumpy under there? Just using plain old gray. But what color of lightsabers would you guys have? I feel like the most popular is blue or red, but they have green, purple, I mean literally any color you want. Yoda, sometimes he has like straight up green, but then other times it looks yellow. So, I don't know. Honestly, just do whatever you want. Okay, let's focus in here. Time to lock in. Ooh, aqua or lilac? That would be super pretty. Oh, also, would you have one or two lightsabers? Because our girl Ahsoka here, she has two. Actually, one is supposed to be shorter than the other, but they obviously did not do that for this thing. But yeah. Yoda, he has one. Yeah, I think Ahsoka's the only one that I know of that has two. So she's just a big time slay like that. I think one of the ones that has one on each side. Yes! Like Darth Maul. Oh my god. I mean, I'll just say it. I've always had a crush on Darth Maul. He is such a baddie. And then the actor who plays him, but anyway. But yeah, he was also one of my favorite characters. Still is. And I'm so excited because there's going to be a new Star Wars show. Forgot the name of it, but it has something to do with like all the bounty hunters. So we finally get more Asajj Ventress. She has two lightsabers. And then not Greedo. Blue guy. The blue bounty hunter. Why can't I think of his name? Anyways, but I'm so excited for that. My lightsaber would be dark purple or black. That would be super cool. I would love to see that. I did make a Star Wars lookbook 2 years ago now for May the 4th. 2 years ago. But that was so fun. And I only had one blue lightsaber back then. But since then, I got a green lightsaber secondhand for free on Marketplace. It was so cool. And then I totally forgot to include all of those things in my 2024 secondhand haul. Oof, but whatever. But that was just very, very cool. So I finally upped my Star Wars lightsaber collection. I still really want red though. Like that would definitely help with all my cosplays and whatnot. But yeah, I got a green lightsaber, and then I got a bunch of like, I called them Lego Ninjago weapons, because that's what they look like. They're all Nerf, but they're like brown and silver. I didn't know they didn't do just like the bright neon orange, but it's super cool. But yeah, maybe I'll have to do just like a mini, like, thrifting or secondhand haul, because, like, I realized that I forgot to include quite a few things in that haul, but also I have gotten other things since then that I would really like to show. Oh, let me color his little nose gray, and then get back into adding black. Right now I'm making a puppet to make it into a puppet of one of the Star Wars characters. Can't remember his name. That is cool. I wish you the best of luck. Is it an alien character? A droid? I don't know. But that sounds so cool. I've always wanted to make a puppet of some sort. Okay, I'm not. Wait, what part is blank? I don't know why, but when I was drawing this, it was tripping me up so much. Okay, I think that's the only blank space, and then that is his arm. Okay. But I do actually have my very own Grogu doll. I can go get him right now. I did want to put him up here, but I don't have any room. He is quite large. I mean, he's very small, but he's large. So let me go get him. I'll frickin' BRB, okay? Alrighty. Here he is. Grogu. Say hello, Grogu. And then that's also him back there. Yeah. Just a very cute little doll. And I also got him secondhand too. Not for free, but it's still always nice to get things secondhand. Whenever you can. But speaking of getting things secondhand, let me make his entire lightsaber gray. The handle, at least. But speaking of getting things secondhand, I did just post part 3 of eco-friendly DIYs that make a difference. And this one is all about reducing, reusing, recycling, and upcycling. And so I talk a whole lot about the secondhand things and reusing and all that good jazz. So if that is something that piques your interest, then I recommend checking it out. But if you're new to my channel, welcome. Hello. I also have many other different kinds of videos like makeup, fashion, cosplay, DIYs. I do hauls sometimes, like when I go thrifting. A lot of anti-hauls for makeup and skincare. But yeah, just all that fun jazz. But I try to always keep it like eco-friendly, sustainable, themed. So I feel like I should have made his gloves gray as well, at least the fingers, but oh well. Maybe I'll just do this part all gray, because it's just all blending in, as you can see, but I mean, that's how it is in real life. But with my new May the 4th video that I'm filming, or that I just filmed, and I'm editing, it has something to do with cooking and baking. So I'm very excited. I made up my own recipes, and it's just a lot of fun. And like I mentioned a little while ago, I'm gonna try and include all of my Star Wars memes that I have saved. So it's just gonna be a whole lot of fun. A lot of good times. Oh, who has seen Andor? The second season just came out, and of course, it's a banger. That has to be one of the best Star Wars shows, aside from Clone Wars and Bad Batch. Why can't I think of the other one? Let me look this up right now. Oh, Tales of the Jedi? That's not what I'm talking about, but that is another show. um Okay, movies and TV series chronological order. Okay. Oh my god, The Acolyte. Who has seen The Acolyte? They canceled it. I don't know why. That was genuinely such a good show. Um Hold on. There's a whole lot of Star Wars content to go through. um Bad Batch, Tales of the Jedi. Come on. What is it? Star Wars Rebels. How simple was that? Anyways, oh my gosh, I highly recommend watching that show, especially if you have seen Clone Wars. So, very, very good. Man, that took me way too long to remember. But I recommend all of those. I'm just waiting for the paint on the puppet to dry so I can start making it. Oh, Chewbacca! Oh my god! Okay, do you have a channel? Like, are you gonna post any of this? Because I would love to see that. Oh my god. I would eat that content up. Especially if it's Chewbacca. I love Chewbacca. Oh my gosh. I mean, I didn't know this, but it makes total sense seeing how many, like, Star Wars pieces of content that he's been in, but he's well over 100 years old. So, that's cool. But, our guy, Yoda, he's not here with us. I do have a Yoda Lego, but I don't know where. He is well over 800 years old. At this point, he might be 900. I don't know. I mean, R.I.P. He's in the afterlife. With Qui-Gon Jinn. Oh my gosh. When I was younger, I always thought Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi were the same person. They do look alike. And they're both British. Well, I know Ewan McGregor is like Scottish or Irish. I don't know. But they're both from the UK. Okay, leaving that blank. Is that an empty space too? I think so. I'll leave that empty and that empty. And I'll continue coloring his sleeve. But I am very excited to continue editing my Star Wars cooking video. Because I've kind of been putting it off, but only because I have been wanting to really get into my garden. If you did not know, I kind of mentioned this in a few videos and live streams now, but I am making, oopsie, let me move that out of the way. I am making what I like to call a pollinator's paradise. Mainly because there has been a lot of deforestation in my area, and of course, that's just icky, gross, nasty. Why? But of course, with deforestation, those animals are losing their habitat, and so I'm just gonna try and make a little garden patch, safe haven type of thing where they can get pollen and food and water and shelter and a hug if they trust me. But yeah, That's my plan. Okay, I think we're done with Darth Vader. Now on to Anakin. Okay, so he's got those baby blues, but I think I'm gonna use the wild blue yonder. If I can even get in there. I don't know. um, then he has brown hair. Where's my brown? These aren't really that good of browns, but oh well, that's the closest we have. Sepia. Okay. Look at those luscious locks. Uh-oh, he's kind of bald right there. Let me fill that in. There we go. Okay. Let's color this luscious hair. It was okay, obviously watching a movie on the big screen you're gonna notice many more things, but after seeing Revenge of the Sith for probably 20 times, and then finally watching it on the big screen, you notice so many details that you didn't before. And holy cow, they were frying Hayden's hair. The actor who plays Anakin, my god. Like, he has naturally, like, curly, wavy hair, and it shows more at, like, the end of the movie, but I don't know, like, what product or heat tool they were using, but his hair looked crispy in the beginning. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Let those luscious locks fly. But, of course, at the end of the movie when he's turning into Darth Anakin, and then his hair just gets curly. But, oop, sorry, Anakin. Ruh-roh. There we go. Okay. Oh, his eyebrow. Same color. Okay. I don't have the best selection of skin tones here. I think we're just gonna have to swatch these two and see. I'm just watching the puppet hang from the ceiling fan because I just decided to let my puppet dry, and it looks so goofy. I would love to see that. It just reminds me of a potato flew around my room. That video. This is apricot and then peach. I think I'll do peach. And then, oh my gosh, so with these coloring pages that I've been like DIYing, I guess, so I just trace an image that I find online and then I use a fine point marker to make it more visible, so that's what it looked like before. But I've noticed that whenever I do like a male character, they never actually give them lips. Like they do, but they don't. And oh my god, I just think it's silly. Cause like what? Oh my god. Anyways. Oops, let me not color in his eyeball with flesh color. Alrighty, pretty simple. Okay. Let me go get a pic of Anakin here. Why is this not going? Hello? My laptop is being a silly goose. Okay. Okay, I guess it depends. Like, he's wearing his Jedi cloak here, so I am going to make that brown, but then his outfit is still black underneath. So, let's just do that first. I feel like it just ends there, so let's color that in. But, of course, throughout the second trilogy, there is so much foreshadowing that Anakin, the chosen one, is actually going to turn to the dark side. I mean, simple things like him literally wearing black, and then all of the other Jedi Knights and Masters, they were brown and other, like, lighter colors. So, just silly things like that. Okay, and then brown. I really don't have a good selection, but let's just use this other brown here. This is just brown. Hello? Hello there, as Obi-Wan Kenobi would say. Okay. Wow, that is like... Okay, that's the perfect brown for a Jedi robe. That would be such a fun DIY to do. I've always wanted a Jedi robe. I just need to find a bunch of brown fabric. But that would be very fun to do. Oh, this is completely off topic, but I just finished watching the show You. I got caught up on season 5. The final season, I can't believe it. Holy cow, that show is something else. It is so silly, so dramatic. It's just addicting. But Penn Badgley, the actor who plays Joe Goldberg, was on the I don't know what name I was gonna say. What's her name? Jennifer Hudson. That lady. He was on her show. And then he shaved his head. I mean, spoiler, he did shave his head in the show. So if you already know what he looks like, he looks fine. Some people, I don't know. But he can pull off a buzz cut for real, for real. I guess that's all I had to say about that, but whatever. Yes, I mean, like, it's a very thin buzz cut, so, like, you can still see the hair. But yeah, he buzzed it off, and that was probably a week ago, and I think those are film live. But, yeah, I mean, he looks good. It was odd to see. But, I grew up watching him in, what? Okay, I'm mixing up my shows here. I almost said The Other Two, which I highly recommend. It is an HBO original, The Other Two. It's a comedy. Okay. But, I grew up watching Penn Badgley in, Gossip Girl. So yeah, highly recommend watching that show. The reboot, it's okay. It could have been a whole lot better, but also I don't think it was necessary at all because they didn't even continue it. But it did get canceled, so like it's not their fault, but it really wasn't like amazing to begin with. I don't know. Okay, let me get his cape here. It looks like we are almost done, but I think I am going to go in with black just along some of the creases there, so it doesn't look too flat. But overall, a very simple coloring page today. But I just had to do this one, especially with the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith and May the 4th coming up in this upcoming weekend. I'm just in full Star Wars mode right now. But I have so many more awesome coloring pages planned. Next week, we might be doing a certain long-haired Disney princess. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But, okay, I guess I'm just gonna say it now, because I have to say this. In November of this year, it will mark the 15th anniversary of Tangled, the Rapunzel movie. I cannot believe it. That was my favorite movie growing up. It still is one of my favorites. But wow, time do be flying. Okay, this is not the best coloring job, but oh well. Let's take that black, and then we can go in like under the hood right here. And then maybe along there. Then along here. Okay. Oh wait, the back. Okay. How did I completely forget about the background? Okay. I think red. I just feel like that makes sense. Maybe I'll do like a little ombre situation, because there's a lot of black here, so maybe I'll do some black on this side, and then that will be mostly red. I feel like that would be good. And then this will really make the lightning pop. Okay. We're back. And now with red. Yes, Obi-Wan! We got those Obi-Wan fans. I mentioned this in my recent community post when I posted about seeing Revenge of the Sith. Well, in the comments I said, I'm sorry for sleeping on Ewan McGregor. Because, like, yeah, he's a pretty man, but then you just, I don't know. He's hot. Okay, we are just about done. And then I will flip this around and we can have a grand reveal. Okay, let me brush this off. Okay, is everyone ready? Ah! Yay! Thank you, Athena. Oh my gosh, we did it! I think I want to add just a splash of black Just a tiny, just a little itty bitty bit. I do wish I had. Okay, there are 96 crayons in this thing, and yet I still feel like they really do not give you a good selection. But, okay, I like it! Yay! It's done! May the 4th be with you all. I know it's not May the 4th, but may the 4th be with you. Thank you all for joining me today. Leave a like if you like Star Wars and you want to see more, and subscribe if you want to see more coloring and all this fun stuff. I always enjoy doing these, and I really enjoy when you guys join me, yeah, and chat with me. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this done, and I look forward to editing my Star Wars video that will be up on May the 4th. So, yes, as always, this is a safe space. Please visit the links in my bio and be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and be kind to the earth. Thank you so much. I'm glad you had fun. Yay! Thank you so much. I hope you all have a super beautiful day. And once again, may the 4th be with you. Have a wonderful day, everyone.